Alright, recording another reaction video. Don't mind the fan because it is hot in my room. I'm dying right now. Okay, so I recorded my music video. You guys know over top and that came out fire. So he said, bro thinks he's me with a black mask. For one, there's no gold on his mask. Like a black mask, like it looks nothing like his profile picture. If you guys remember. And I said, nah, bro thinks I want to be him. No way. He said, my music is ultimately better. I can rap and sing. Try at least rapping on beat, gang. At this point, I started kind of getting annoyed. I could have de-escalated the situation, but I kind of didn't. Not kind of, I just didn't. But, dude, like, your music sucks. Like, I'm just going to be honest. And I said, so can I, and I don't use autotune. I said, bro, what? I can go on beat, and I was on beat. He says, I don't have to. It's just easier control. I'll make a song with no autotune right now. Don't. No, 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 no. It's not worth it. What? I'll show you guys here in a second. Crap. Scrolling sucks. I said, dude, if you got a problem with me, then say it. We don't necessarily need you here. That was when I kind of, lost it a little bit, lost my cool. And he said, shut your up with that, bro, person. Okay. This is when it kind of started getting, more intense. I was like, dude, this is not right. Like, you're not going to mess with my friend. And eventually, he was like, I'm just with you. I was like, okay, well, it's just been a day, man. My bad. I didn't say my bad, but it's just been a day, is what I said. And he was like, if you got problems with my friend, then you got problems with me, gang. And he said, on God, I don't with that. I'm not allowed to cuss. And he says, get a load of this guy. If you don't remember, at first it was called Get a Load of This Guy is the track. So it's kind of cringe, I won't lie. And he said, bro thinks I ain't about, like, I don't come from the A. I don't know what the A means, honestly. Like, I'm not caught up to, that stuff. I don't necessarily talk about, like, that stuff. Cat. And then, honestly, I regret saying this because it's cringe. Like, it really is cringe. And it's just dumb of me to say. I said, I've been really looking forward to trying out my martial arts in a real situation. That was dumb of me. Like, ultimately. He says, I don't give a little, which was person. He was saying that from the A, from Bevnie. And I said, I've been looking forward. He responded with real. And then Bev said, imagine needing martial arts. I said, I'd only use it if I have to. And I said, imagine saying imagine still, because honestly, I feel like that's outdated. A lot of things are, so I can't tell. He said, just throw hands. That's all you need. I can't throw hands. And he says, it's just a word, little bro. It's just a little word. And I was like, dude, like, I don't know. And he says, we all know you can't fight for, bro. And he said that. And he goes, you can't either, bro. And I was like, me and person can fight, So I was like, yeah, I know person can fight. So I kind of said this also because I am a huge Dragon Ball nerd. Go ahead, call me out on it. I would not care whatsoever. Uh, person said, bro, I can't. And he says, that Bev, your music is thinking you all tough, bro. I said, wait, I forgot. I have the power over Bevney using, because it's my server and stuff. He says, oh, shucks, I'm so sad to person. He says, imagine power abusing someone because he's winning against you. Bro is not winning. Bro is high. He's on meth. Something. Someone get him out of here. And person says, it's past your bedtime, bud. And they started sending gifts like meat with a face, a monkey. And I said, hold up. This is when I tried to kind of de-escalate it. I was like, back up, man. That's one of my only friends. I'm gonna stand up for the loyal guys. You, meanwhile, acting like a thug. You're a keyboard warrior. You need to chill, bro, because I will not let you talk to my friend like that. So I will ask you to apologize, sir. No idea why I said sir, but it's what I said. And he said the person was like, "What's that?" And Bev was like, "Gang thought I'd be affected because he was responding to his past your bedtime, bud." And then person was like, is that GIF? And then person said, clearly you are if you're replying to it, because he was like, I'm not affected. I said, so let's agree. We should all just chill. Again, trying to at that point de-escalate the situation. He said, I said, he was responding to back up, man. That's one of my little friends. Yada yada yada. Uh, Bev was. He says, so obviously the rage bait worked. He put this weird thing. That's not rage bait. That was me trying to de-escalate the situation. Like, I don't get. That's not me raging. If I was raging, there'd be a huge difference. And the person responded to, let's agree we shall chill. And he said, we can if he's chill. I was like, I'm not raging, I'm calm. You can tell when I'm mad. The last person I was genuinely mad at changed up real quick, and I rarely get mad. Which isn't a lie. My dad says I'm like the gentle giant. I don't quite get it, but nah. And then Bev said, you don't want to see the nice guy gets angry. Had bro, Bevney is like such a piece of crap. Like he starting stuff for no reason. Again, my bad. I kind of escalated it, but and I responded with, sorry, did the little thug get offended? And he said, ha 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 ha, with a weird cat thing, whatever. And a person said to Bev, we have a funny guy in our midst. And Bev said, who said I got offended? I was making fun of you, gang. And I was like, dude, why do you talk like gang, dude? Like, why? There's no point to it. You're not a thug. You act like you're so cool. You're the same age as me. You're 15, retard. Yeah, I say retard. It is not a bad word towards anyone except for him. I don't get the gifts. Like, honestly, it's just weird. And he says, can't be talking, bro. And I said, making fun of me? How? You've missed every shot. And more memes. And he says, oh, gee whiz, I apologize, sir. The acting like I'm a finna cry about this. I'm winning a 2v1 right now. I responded with a laugh. He says, clearly you are if you're mentioning it. He was responding to, I forget what, but there's no reply right there. And he's put Kendrick Lamar. I said, sorry, MGK, you want a battle? Because I know for a fact it would be, mind you, I have nowhere near Eminem's lyrical skill. Flipping, even just his edits, like nowhere near. And he said, I already do just about every genre. You ain't gonna make me change, but sure, call me B Rabbit. Dude, you. I said, alright. And he says, want to diss battle, little bro? Person said to Bev. I said, oh yeah, Eminem, sure. Like, do thinks he's Eminem. I'm not even Eminem, but in the case of how talent is, this, like, he got screwed. And he says, because Bev ain't. He said, you know what? B Rabbit. I said, challenge accepted. I'll make you look from thug to ant. He says, call me K Dot. Like, it's so dumb. And I said, person, he only wants us to diss him for attention because we're doing better. Laugh emoji. He says, the only attention he getting is hate, bro. And I was like, but honestly, with that, attention is attention nonetheless. You know, like, look how Eminem released Houdini, and look how much attention that got. And he says, and the attention he will get. Did he accept the diss battle? I said, honestly, I wanted to use the situation, but I'd rather not let him talk to you like that. Morals are more important. I said, I bet if you accept, bro, or not. And he says, morals. I did accidentally spell it wrong because, well, I was tired. It was 3 in the morning, almost 2:30 in the morning. I said, yeah, my bad, typos, lol. He says, of course, I apologize for killing you both. And person was like, you haven't said yet. I was like, hold up, my mouse. I realized I haven't shared my Discord the entire time. My bad, but that's okay because I'm not gonna edit that. Uh, but yeah, I have all the messages right here. Again, if you want to join the Discord, you can literally check. It's in general. And he's like, of course, sorry for killing you both. I said, is what we'll be telling both of your personalities at your funeral. He says, I take inspiration from Assassin's Creed W game, by the way. Facts, Assassin's Creed is dope. See, and I don't say dope a lot. Like, that's not what I do. Assassin's Creed is sick. That's what I'd rather say. I said, hey, good franchise. Wait, did I zoom in or out? Can't tell. He says, first person to realize Bevney is a different, sorry, Beanie, quote unquote, is different from me. HY, I don't know what HY is. And I said, oh, I've known because it's all an act. Like, I'm not going to fall for that. And he says, I have myself, me, myself, and I solo ride until I die. I said, yes, sir. And that was it. I ended up releasing the diss track right there, or cover for it. So, we get here. Okay, again, sorry I didn't show all the messages. My bad. I thought I did. But we get here, okay? Get a load of this guy. It's the meme that I was talking about. you can't hear what he is saying. So I'm sorry, Bevney, but I have to pull up, the lyrics because you sound like, you're dying. Also, bro said I was off beat. Like, hold up.
That I wasn't gonna respond, Got you sneaking this and I'm popping out the gun, yeah. I was gonna come and calm, Man, fuck that, I ain't no bitch with my bro. Comparedness to some in MGK. That's why you and I fucking hurt that I'm all in the right. You a person, what the fuck, y'all gay.
Okay, hold up. I'm just gonna say, even Eminem changed, but saying like I'm gay is like so flipping 2000s, early 2000s. Like, that's I'm not gay. I don't get what, like, we are not gay. I don't understand. Like, how do you see that as an insult?
First in different pants, I'm random, you not me, your bitch, man. Did you know for God,
Okay, hold up. So that's another thing that really made me upset about that. Person, if your parents are proud of you, that means you're made. That made me upset because of, the situation with his parents. Because I understand his situation because we kind of have the same situation, sort of. I'm not gonna explain his, but my mom left, and like, so him saying that was like very, dude, like, shut up.
forgot about you.
Cool, don't forget
Your
about me.
friends don't really like you, they just lying to you.
So my fans are lying to me, right? Is that why I have more, like, significantly more plays than you right now?
Man, I fuck love you, now you fucking lying to you. But you
Bro said it was a joke. Okay, so if it was a joke, maybe you should just shut up, dude. Like, nobody asked, dude. You're always doing this. You need to shut up. Like, people are tired. They're not flipping things for you to just do all the damn time.
can't take a joke, so now I gotta cook you. Your music wasn't even worth the fucking look through.
Okay, hold on. If y'all remember Overtoppin', that was a killer track. So your music wasn't even worth a look through. So then why did you tell me that I look like you, huh? Huh?
I gotta cook you, man, I gotta fucking cook you. I gotta cook you, man, I gotta fucking show you fucking show with nose in this.
Okay, so that is actually a valid point right there. Shot your shot with Allison. Okay, hold up. Opening another tab. I'm gonna explain who Allison is. Allison is a fellow music creator, producer, whatever you want to say. Let's see. One moment, I'm getting a spam. Okay, don't care. Okay, cool. So we'll look at Allison. Hold on. I could probably just go into my projects real quick. Here. Here's what I've said. I have so many projects. Like, I honestly forget like 99% of them. This is coming soon. I will say topics the cipher. Excited to show that to you guys. Um, where is it? Okay, this is Allison. Okay, we've done a few songs, and I thought she was really cool, and I don't really talk to people, and it's something I struggle with. Like, most people can. I'm not gonna deny it. It's just what happens with me. But I was like, man, she's sick. She's really cool. She's nice. Cool. I ended up saying like, you're really nice. And I admitted like I liked her. Not an issue. That's what he was saying with that.
That's why you got rejected, man, that must be so embarrassing.
So how are you gonna assume how I'm feeling? Like, I don't care if I'm rejected. I admitted it. Like, I was ready for that. That must be so embarrassing. I haven't literally dated anyone in my entire lifespan. Like, I've thought about it. Asked people like, "Hey," but I mean, it's never happened. Uh, so it's like, dude, like, you should probably just shut up already.
That's why your fussing friend was a snake.
Okay, closest friend was a snake. That is not true because Kloppo was not my closest friend. No offense to Kloppo, he's a chill guy. He just faked, making beats. Hence, I will be making a diss on him here soon. I haven't had time to really work on that, but uh, that's who he means by that. But he was not my closest friend, so that's like saying, I'm friends with Eminem. You know, it's not true.
Damn, didn't know you was part of that song.
What do you mean? Like, damn, didn't know that you were a part of that side, man. Like, what? What side? Like, I'm not. I don't
Man,
get it.
thinking of Allison, you probably would have been her side, man.
Chicken and Allison, you probably would have been her side, man. Okay, we're actually, at a point to where we can start interpreting what he's saying, barely. And Allison, you probably would have been her side, man. Okay, I don't believe that whatsoever, but you believe whatever fantasies you have. You know, it is what it is. Nobody really cares what you're thinking, man.
Uh, Call me retarded, but I'm aiming at your pie, man.
So he straight up like took half this diss at me because, well, he got offended. So, call me retarded, but I'm aiming at your pipe, man. Bow. Yes, I did call him retarded a few times, and in this video, he's a retard.
Steal the air from your lungs, Luigi Pipe Man.
Okay, hold up. So you have the beat, Luigi Pipe Man. Like what? That that's so dumb.
Red light, green light. I'm just
What is
fucking
that
with you.
cover?
If I see you, it's on fucking sight. Yeah, I don't fuck with you.
He says that every time. If I see you, it's on sight. Damn,
I'm aiming
dumb.
at your pipe. Pow, 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 pow. When I shoot it at you. Kill shot. That's what you get. That's what you get.
So you're threatening to shoot me? Again, he acts like he is a thug. See, hold up. See, I have 7.4K plays. I've gone up a lot in the last month, I believe. And I look. Let's check how many he has. 2.14. That's not bad. Okay, maybe not significantly more. I honestly thought he didn't have that much. I thought he had like 1K. But no, nonetheless, like that is just dumb. So we have my area of dissing him. Greatest wannabe. If you guys don't know, I have greatest enemy, which is myself, and then now I have greatest wannabe, which is essentially going to be the people who hate me.
Hello, testing, let's begin. I'm the greatest enemy, Bevnie, the greatest wannabe, he ought to be.
And you can actually hear what I'm saying.
It's hard to be him clearly cause he's retarded. Part of ways, it's the end.
Again, I called him retarded. So, starting off, I'm the greatest enemy, Bevnie, as what I said. Beanie, I didn't know his name by then. Like, you can't just assume the V is upside down as an A. Like, it's just dumb. Like, you should have known it was an A, dummy. Like, that's just retarded. The greatest enemy, he ought to be getting a lobotomy, okay, because he's acting dumb. It's hard to be him clearly because he's retarded. Boom.
End of his days and I hope that he just prays that I don't release this.
So, because clearly he's retarded, part of ways, it's the end of his days. Simple, going after him. And I hope that he just prays that I don't release this. That has a good attack right here.
I'll make an atheist believe in God even if I don't.
This was him saying he is an atheist. Cool. I'm not even a believer of God, but I'm not like against God or nothing. But I said I'll make an atheist believe in God even if I don't.
But I won't let you faze me. Now it's the ground that I walk on that you praise me. Raise it for the real ones and no, not the ones made for my meal. Hit you with the heel, now I'll push you on those bills. Doing you a favor cause now you can't kneel in front of me.
So I actually like that line a lot. Crap. I hate this flipping laptop because I can't scroll with it. Now it's the ground that I walk on that you praise me. Raise it for the real ones and no, not the ones made for my meal. Hit you with the heel. I say that because, honestly, I learned kicks and stuff, so, like, hitting with the heel hurts. Like, getting kicked with the heel. Now I put you on those wheels, doing you a favor because now you can't kneel in front of me. It's fun to see. Skirt, you know.
It's fun to see the thug and thug wannabe getting what he calls to be his own downfall. Now he's gotta withdraw money from the bank. Don't worry, Bevnie, it is me that you will thank, because you won't have to look into the mirror after you realize it is you that I outrank.
So I like that because, like, just the lineup for that, because you won't have to look into the mirror, or you won't have to look in the mirror after you realize it is you that I outrank. It's just like consecutive, with this going after him. Like, I'm not stopping.
Go ahead and blink, cause you acting like I ain't getting no traction. Now you feel you have to take an action. Maybe you should go and take an aspirin, cause those are the only drugs that you really do.
So I say that because he didn't say anything until I had Overtop, and that was already at, I don't know, maybe 1.5 thousand here on BandLab when he started popping off. So that's when I released that. It was fun. It was funny. And that's when he said the crap. I don't remember if I put all the lyrics in the right place or not, but I was kind of lazy.
If you think I'd ever lose to you, back in his arc, he thinks he's a dog. He gon' bark, bark, bark. I'm leaving more than just a mark. Man, you getting mad sitting in the dark of my shadow.
So back in his arc, I don't know if he still has it, but his name definitely used to have Bevnie-Mvn arc, like whatever arc. I remember. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hopefully, I'll actually show you guys. Yeah, it was like Bevnie-Mvn, whatever. But he used to be like in. Oh, look here. Actually, here. Look, you can actually see Beanie is an upside down A. See? So cool. I could have found that out, but it's just dumb. No, nonetheless, his name was whatever arc at some point here on Discord, but now it's not. But yeah, so that's why I mentioned that. And he says he thinks he's a dog. He gonna bark, bark, bark. I'll leave him more than just a mark. Man, you getting mad sitting in the dark of my shadow. And like it was just simple things.
Oh, he thinks he's tough. Let me show him rough. Mad cause this girl won't give
So I did
him
not.
loving cup.
Oh, excuse me. I did not put all the lyrics everywhere where they're supposed to be. Tell, but it just repeats twice. Oh, he thinks he's tough. Let me show him rough. But I also didn't add the outro lyrics because I didn't make it. I just went on the spot.
Oh, he
And I love the layering on
thinks
this.
he's tough. Let me show him rough. Mad cause this girl won't give him loving cup. Should I keep it going? No, he's had enough. Sorry, but I'm calling out your bluff. I put homie on legends only. Maybe that's why he thinks that he's a thug. Shove the words down his throat from a mug. He thinks he can mug me. All he ever does is bug me. You think that you're above me? Telling me that you need something for humping. Hey, yo.
I say that because I explained how like I don't get along with people, and they're just like, there was a girl I knew, and I thought she was cool, but she like me and her were not together, and all she ever wanted to do was talk about doing the deed. I'm not gonna specify. If you know, you know. But I was like, nah, I'm not interested in that. He was like, you got any pics? Like, dude, that's dumb. He was like, you got any pics? I need to goon. Honestly, that was retarded, dude. Like, I'm not that person.
He's never respected, no matter what people were, what he rejected and neglected. He must have thought there was a method, but he was just a wannabe meth head. It's really just a name, Brad, is what he said. Now I'm running with the sled. Nighty night, time for him to go to bed.
Okay, again, earlier I said person said he it's like time for your bed. So I mentioned that. And this line actually goes pretty well.
But instead, he decides that he can lose his head and go at person. I do not care if I'm in the wrong.
Okay, also let me know, do I sound off beat? Because I don't.
But I will make this song just as long as I make sure you don't end up accidentally starting beef again. Like a vegan, but it will end what you began.
So I kind of got lazy here. Just as long as I make sure you don't accidentally end up starting beef again. I got lazy here. Beef again, vegan, and what you began. Easy. Honestly, like, I was just bored. I lost all ambition for this track because honestly, dude's retarded. Excuse me. And everything else is freestyle except for the hook.
Rap, not using auto-tune, you know, like
Now, it actually sounded just like how it was in the Legends Only song, I believe. I will show you guys that in a
like
second.
Lilo and Stitch over here. Shut up. But that will end what you began. Sorry for nothing. I told you I'm calling out your bluffing. Oh, he thinks he's tough. Let me show him rough. Mad cause this girl won't give him loving
This is
cuff.
okay. This is the Legends Only Cipher. It did end up getting canceled because, well, he was on it, Kalapa was on it, and honestly, it was too long. That was my bad, I will say. But it did not work out. That's why I have the top pick cipher coming out, which that's coming along well. Give you more updates on that soon.
Oh, he thinks he's tough. Let me show him rough.
Again, I love the layering on the hook.
This girl won't give him loving cuff. Oh, he thinks he's tough. Let me
Sorry,
show
it's 2 in the morning.
him
I'm
rough.
forward.
Mad cause this
I
girl
recorded the video
won't
for you guys.
give him loving cuff. Oh, he thinks he's tough.
Go ahead, keep on thinking. Yeah, I'll show you rough.
Mad cause this girl won't give him loving cuff.
So stay mad.
His name is Bevnie. Get it right, topics.
That was when I had found out. Like, I recorded that after I found out that was his real artist name, Beanie.
God, he's a hat. Sorry. Besides the point, but you had Allison, right? You know that's a valid point.
Again, I pointed out because I had listened to his diss track, but yeah.
But you couldn't hear what you were saying. You sounded like you were choking the entire time. So if you're gonna diss me, make it to where you can hear what you're saying. You should at least have that common sense, you damn retard.
End of that, boom. So I will actually open the studio because I do not remember what part I had him at. But look, I was really sad we didn't get this done because I was actually really excited. I was gonna start doing a bunch of stuff. I got Freezy on it. We'll see if I can actually keep it going, but I don't think it's gonna likely happen. Sorry to all the people on it. Okay, please load. It'd be crappy if you don't. So there you go. Okay, I'm not even gonna pull up the lyrics. Okay, let's see. Where is Bevnie's part? Okay, my audio is glitching out like crazy. Okay, no idea what's going on. Yeah.
Oh shoot, yeah. Well, alright. Oh shoot, we up like this. Pop off in the.
Okay, that's Freezy right there. So I do not remember. Let's see. Actually, I should have it in here. Bevnie, 2:16. Okay, that's 6 minutes. Nope, way off. Okay, 2:16. Nope, that is. It said 2:16 up here. I swear. Okay, that's 43. 2:16.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been an older version that he had that. But it was an older version. It sounded just like the that I had in there. Okay, see, look, he has autotune. Let's see. He needs autotune. He needs autotune. Okay, again, point proven. Discord. I'm not gonna save that. Okay, so we have a 30-minute video. Wow. Discord changes. Okay, but that is literally what happened. Like, you're not getting away with that. Anyways, guys, that is my reaction and my response to look at this guy. I believe is what it was called. I don't remember. Kind of lost track. Let's see. Let's see. What was it called again? Nope, that's Google. Do not remember. Again, these people are scammers. See all notifications. Okay, look at this guy. I believe is what it was called. Get a load of this guy. Okay. Nonetheless, you guys get the gist. Hope you all have a great time. Yeah.